We're gonna cross the street. Good evening. Good morning, everyone, I should say. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Linzarella, I'm gonna take you guys to somewhere even cooler. Beautiful weather. I'm gonna take you guys to somewhere even better. We got a little evening walk ahead of us. Okay, but check this out, man. This is kind of like the most central area of Kyoto. You got Kyoto Station over here. Okay, this big, large building behind me. It's Kyoto Station. Yeah, Francisco, we're in Japan. We're in the city of Kyoto. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. As promised, thank you, Chris, for the daily heart. We're gonna do an easy couple, as long as the signal is good, we're gonna do an easy couple of hours tonight, your morning time. And tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here and go to Fukuoka. Check this out. Thank you, Apex. Chris, everyone get your daily heart me in. All right, let's keep it moving. You know, before we go anywhere, just to show you guys downtown, walking into work, Chris. Go, Chris. Nice to have you here for however long possible. Thank you, Chris. What's up, Uncle Kyoto? All right, we got a nice walk ahead of us tonight. Good morning, everyone back home in the United States. My Japanese is non-existent. Check this out. It's beautiful out here. What's up, Chuck? What's up, everybody? Good morning, Uncle Kyoto. Good morning, Bayside. Everyone get your daily heart me in. All right, we got a bit of a walk ahead of us because we're going somewhere really cool. All right. I want to go there at night so there's not as many people, but we're heading over to a very famous shrine. Thank you, Uncle Kyoto. We're going to a very famous shrine tonight. I'm going to be hopefully all by myself up there, and hopefully the cell phones. We're just going to walk this morning in the streets of Japan. Thank you, Uncle Kyoto. We're going to walk a little bit in the streets of Japan, and then we should be there in about 45 minutes. So I'll have to be honest, it's a long walk. All right, I just want to come here and get my live stream started from downtown. Show you guys the streets of downtown Kyoto. It's going to be quiet. Hope cut through some cool neighborhoods, but good. What's it called? We'll try to sell entrance to a Japanese karaoke. All right, let's get our evening walk started. Good morning, everyone. Please keep the comments flowing and tap on my face. Okay, tap anywhere on the screen. Thank you, OMG fam. Hold on. Get that daily heart me in. Is that Knockhead I just saw come in? I think that is Knockhead. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Eat stop playing with me, Edom. Stop playing with me. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm telling you guys where we're gonna go today. We're gonna go to a very famous shrine. Check out where we're headed to today. Check this out. Let's see if I can find you guys some photos. This is where we're going to today. This is where we're walking to. Thank you, Jennifer. I see that. This is where we're heading to. Thank you, Jasper. Get that daily heart me in. Thank you, Mello. We're gonna go to the very famous shrine. Good morning, Jasper. Y'all see this? Let's go. Let's go, team. It's gonna be about a 45-minute walk ahead of us through the streets of Kyoto. We're gonna cross the river. Thank you, Jeff Johnson. Thank you, Jeff, for the daily heart and the donuts, y'all. Donuts is the goat. Donuts is the go, team, man. There's a Japanese woman behind me, very loud, just very uncharacteristic, man. Usually Japanese folks are pretty quiet. Thank you, Jennifer. Kyoto. I'm in the streets of Kyoto. We're walking around in Kyoto late at night. Let's go. Tap on my face. Thank you, Jeff. It's my last night here. Even though I had a very nice little nap back in my room and I didn't really want to get up, it's time to get up and do my job. What's up, Pepper? Everybody, get your daily heart me in and share this live stream and follow the channel. Thank you, Hussein. The goal tonight is not to do too many battles, if any at all, and instead just focus on our walk. I don't know what this is right here. What is that? This looks like some type of a school over here. Look at that. And that's our night walk. Please hit that follow button and share this live stream. Tap, tap, tap. I have no idea what this is, man. What is this? Thank you, Hussein. At first I thought this was a hospital, and then I realized this is a school, man. Let's keep moving. I think it's a school, but we're gonna be going to somewhere very, very serious today. Thank you, David Wu. There's a place that I was at 6 years ago by myself. When I first came over to Asia, I went to Kyoto, that shrine with all the red doors, by myself on a day trip. But there was a lot of people when I went. I'm choosing to go right around midnight, so hopefully there won't be as many people today. But tonight we're gonna do a walk through the streets of Kyoto, out of downtown. Make sure y'all follow the channel and share this live stream. Okay, it's Tuesday morning, so happy Tuesday morning, everybody. Get your daily heart me in. Keep the comments flowing. And share this live stream, everyone. We got 3 shares. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100. What's up, Rita? Let's get to 100 shares, team. Hussein with the daily heart. Let's go. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Pepper. See a lot of foreigners out here. Thank you, Robin. A lot of foreigners out here in Kyoto. Tap, tap, tap. Get that daily heart me in. Share this live stream. Thank you, Mama Jamie. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Pepper. City gets pretty quiet. A lot of foreign folks, a lot of foreign visitors. Thank you, Linda. You get a lot of backpackers, man. A lot of foreigners visiting this city. Let's go. We're about 2 miles away, so we're gonna have to walk 2 miles on foot. Man, hopefully we'll cut through some interesting neighborhoods. Downtown Kyoto. Thank you, Broly. All right, we're just getting this thing started. Let's go. You know, I realized earlier today when I was doing some research on the temples that Kyoto is actually one of the most strict cities in all of Japan, meaning the buildings here in Kyoto, this may not be the most representative, but individual houses that are built here in Kyoto, you can't just build it however you want. The city has a very strict code because of how historical this place is. It's got a very strict code when it comes to how their buildings can be built. Okay, obviously a lot of their apartment buildings look exactly the same. Thank you, Tom. But when you look at their individual residences, a lot of their buildings have to be up to code, meaning you can't just build it whatever shape you want. You can't just build it whatever color you want. The city has to approve. Now, this is probably, thank you, Ebony, for the daily heart. This is probably the first residential unit that I've seen that looks to be a part of a greater project, a greater community like they have in China. But again, the difference being everything out here in Japan is just impeccable. Thank you, Downstream. Thank you, Ebony and Tom. Get your daily heart me in. Okay, everything is freaking impeccable. You know, you don't see any nasty sewage water on the ground. Even their trash is impeccable. Look at all this. Okay, this is why people have such a good impression of Japan. Thank you, Spirited Garage. Everything is just clean. It's just beautiful. And again, for the folks that are new to the live stream, my name is Daniel from the state of North Carolina. In Japan, you see a bunch of things like these cars over here you just don't see back in the United States. You know, many years ago, there was a Toyota that looked like a box. That car was discontinued. I forget the name of that car. But 20 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, there used to be a Toyota car that looked just like this. Okay? Toyota Scion. That's exactly right. I forgot the name of it. Now, this is like a smaller version of the Scion. You can't find this in America. And look at all these adorable little cars over here. You can't find this in America either. Thank you, OU. Please tap on my face and share this live stream. Let's go. Thank you, McRookie. Got that daily heart me in. I know, Rita, everything is clean. You know, you don't really see a dirty car here in Japan. Everything is really clean. But, you know, I'll tell you this, man. Thank you, Jazzy. Quick, Kyoto for us, you know, is a city that wouldn't really have much if it wasn't for tourism. You know, thank you, Hussein. It doesn't really have much industry going on. The biggest thing it has is tourism industry. Okay, I put out a little video today, about 4 hours ago, of me eating a couple of sparrows. Okay, thank you, Rita. I was eating a couple of sparrows on live stream, on a video. I gotta tell you, man, like, I feel like the people here in Kyoto are very used to tourists. Meaning, man, they just see you as a walking dollar sign. Thank you, Nikki, because the shop owner was kind of rude to me. You know, first of all, they don't speak no English. Thank you, Nikki, which is, you could say, well, why do they have to speak English, man? They're Japanese. Well, you go to certain parts of China where, you know, there's a lot of American tourists, like in Guilin. A lot of shop owners actually speak English over there. Here, they don't speak a damn word. Thank you, Dan. Even though they get 30 million people every... What's up, Chrissy? Even though they get a lot of tourists every single year, they don't speak any English. Okay? And they just kind of... Man, I'm telling you, I've run into quite a few rude shop owners here in Japan for a society that's pretty polite. You know, this lady was just like, just get your sparrow, get the fuck out of here. I wasn't even filming. I wasn't even streaming. She was like, just give me the... She's basically like... No? Don't get the same sense of hospitality as I get back in China, to be perfectly honest. Let's keep it moving, y'all. I guess this is what one of their apartment buildings look like. You know? There's no meat on the sparrows, indeed. Alright, this looks a little bit better. Looks like I'm gonna be in a residential area. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my invites. Thank you, Rita. Look at their apartment buildings over here. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving and follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's go. Thank you, L and OU. Thank you, Pepper. It's a small city, man. It's a small city by Japanese standards. Again, let's look at some of these cars that they have out here that we don't have in the United States. Okay. Oh, cheap. Compared to America, cheap. Look at this little Suzuki over here. Don't really have that in the United States. Look at these cars over here. Look at this Mitsubishi. And this is the other thing, you know, it's funny you bring that up, Linzarella. I was thinking about the Japanese diet since I came here. Japanese diet isn't as healthy as I think, man. They eat a lot of fried food. If you look at tempura, man, it's breaded and it's deep fried. You know, like deep fried tempura shrimp, tempura chicken. It's deep fried, it's breaded. So that's not exactly the healthiest thing in the world. When I'm at the breakfast at the hotel, thank you, Susie, I see a lot of pickled food, meaning like, you know, salted pickles and cucumbers and, you know, different types of things that are pickled, marinated in salt. So it's like their diet isn't exactly the cleanest thing in the world. They do, but yet they live so long. There's got to be a secret to what they do out here in this country because they're living a long time, but I don't feel like their diet is that healthy. Yeah, it's the portion control. Maybe because they exercise, they walk around everywhere. The one thing I will say about the Japanese people, they walk around everywhere. There's a lot of people walking in the streets, you know, and but I don't feel like their diet is all that healthy. It's a lot of fried food, a lot of marinated, pickled food, but yet they live a long ass time. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, team. Tap, tap, tap. Follow the channel, share this live stream, hit that follow button, team. Hit that follow button and share this live stream. We're in the quiet streets of Kyoto. We literally walked just 10 minutes from downtown and the whole place looks deserted. Look at that. Look at that, team. Doesn't that look industrial and deserted? Please follow the channel and share this live stream. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Daniel. I'm from the state of North Carolina. My family lives in North Carolina, but I live in China by myself. And I was just in North Carolina for 2 months. But I'm heading back to China. And as I'm heading back to China, I'm cutting through Japan and I'm showing you guys what Japan looks like. Okay? Now, this is very odd. You got an entire residential building over here. Thank you, Shayna. What looks like a residential building with not a single light on. What the fuck? Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, Fernando. Ain't not a single light on in this building right here. Y'all see this shit right here? And there's some shit straight out of The Walking Dead, y'all. Thank you, 808 Lisa. Get that daily heart me in, everybody. Thank you, Mercedes. I'm coming back to America eventually, man. Thank you, Roland. I'm going to China is because I'm a content creator. You know, thank you, Carrie and Roland. I'm a content creator here on TikTok, and a lot of my content is centered around China. So that's the reason why I'm heading back. Okay, but I really enjoy my time. I really enjoy my time back home in the United States. Those last 2 months, believe me, I didn't want to leave. But I have to. I got to do my job out here. Make sure y'all get that daily heart me in. Get your donuts in, everybody. Thank you, Roland. And my Cash App on my Venmo is right above my head. For those of you that want to support, we're not really going to do too many battles tonight. We're just going to walk around. Look at that. Thank you, Downstream. Thank you, Rita. It'll take a lot of courage to walk down that. Thank you, Rita. Muzaka, that's a great question, man. There's a bars districts out here in Kyoto, but it is a very conservative and a very strict city, man. Thank you, Carrie. It's not a whole lot going on in terms of the usual things that you see in Osaka and Tokyo, which is a little bit more ratchet. You're not going to see really that many hostess clubs. You know, you'll see some bars and some bars here or there, but it's pretty conservative, man. It's a pretty conservative society over here in Kyoto. It's a small city. Thank you, Warren, for being my moderator. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna cut through. I'm sure we're gonna cut through some small neighborhoods on our way to the shrine. So please follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Let's see if I can cut this way. Yeah, I'm sure I can. Let me see if I can cut through this neighborhood ahead of me. You know, one of my favorite things to do when I'm in Japan is I love to go through. Thank you, Jamie, for the donuts. One of the things I love to do in Japan is I love to go through these sleepy neighborhoods, you know, where the real people live. Thank you, James and Hussein. I love to go through these neighborhoods and see how the everyday people are living out here. Thank you, Warren, Hussein, and Rita for the donuts. I love to go through these neighborhoods just to see how the people are living out here in Japan. And you always wonder, again, like I said, what's up, Marlene? Good morning, everybody. As promised, I'm out here in the streets. We're going to the shrine right now. Thank you, Rita. You go through these neighborhoods and you just wonder, what do the people here do for a living? You know, what kind of a life? Thank you, Susie. What's up, Susie? Thank you, Rita. What do they do for a living? Who lives here? You know, this is, again, 15 minutes from downtown Kyoto. Okay, and look at these houses. Man, I heard some Japanese young people over there screaming. Let me tell you something, man. If they jump out at me, I'm slapping somebody, man. Oh, this is at a park. Oh, they swing at a park. That's nice. 11 o'clock at night, they swing at a park. That's nice. Alright, well, tap, please follow the channel and share this live stream, everybody. Look at this quiet little neighborhood out here in Kyoto. I know you guys are gonna keep me safe. You guys are gonna keep me safe. Okay, y'all gonna keep me safe. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Look at this neighborhood. Look how quiet it is. The back streets of Kyoto. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, little Indian. I think I'll just go. I think I'll just go this way. I can go straight and make a right. Thank you, Broly. You know what this place reminds me of? Taiwan. Place reminds me of Taiwan, ladies and gentlemen. Looks remarkably similar to Taiwan. Because if you just look at these buildings, man, they look old. These buildings look at least 40, 50 years old. A lot of them could use a fresh coat of paint. We got a full moon tonight. We going to the shrine on a full moon tonight. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Yeah, it looks a little bit like Taiwan, you know? And there's something in the air that's been making me allergic terribly. It's like, it must be their pollen season. It's been making me sneeze ever since I got here to Kyoto. I've been sneezing, not because I have a cold, because I think it's their pollen season or something. Look at these houses, y'all. Man, why does shit feel like a... Why does it feel like some type of an inner city neighborhood in Chicago or in California somewhere, you know? Why does it feel like a New York outer boroughs type of neighborhood, you know? Thank you, Linzarella. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. Look at their houses. Look at that. It's affordable too, man. One of these houses, you can buy like one of these houses out here in Kyoto for like $300,000-$400,000. Thank you, Lo. Get that daily heart me in, everybody. You can buy one of these houses out here for like $300,000-$400,000. These older ones, you probably can buy one of these houses for like $200,000. These houses are very inexpensive compared to the United States. Now the problem is you need to find a place that thank you, Heals for Life. You need to find a place that'll what's it called? Give you a visa. Thank you, Mary. Get that daily heart me in, everybody, like Heals for Life and Mary just did. Get that daily heart me in and share this live stream and keep the comments flowing. Let's go. What do you guys think? Thank you, Max, the president. Quiet. I love doing this when I'm in Japan, man. I love just being by myself and just walking around. You know, this city is a little bit, look at that. Thank you, Dakar. This city is a little bit quieter than I'm usually used to. Yeah, it's not too far, about an hour away from Osaka. See people biking and walking around. Let's go. Thank you, Sunflower, for becoming the 997th member of our team. Y'all get that daily heart me in. You know, in a lot of American cities, including where I grew up, right around this time, you wouldn't really want to be walking out here by yourself. I guess we're going to find out together if we're going to be okay doing it in Japan. Look how quiet it is. Get that Big Al with the daily heart. Maria with the daily heart. Get that daily heart me in. Well, our live stream just getting started. We're going to a very famous shrine in the middle of the night. And you know what's another thing I realized about this country? They be out here with a garage, but they don't ever shut the door of their garage. Thank you, Pepper. You know what I'm saying? They don't shut the doors of their garage out here in Japan. They just leave everything open. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Look at these sleepy neighborhoods in Japan. Look at that. Let's keep it moving. Let's go, team. Let's keep it moving. Oh. Yeah, because we're walking through a... Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream, team. We're gonna keep moving. We're half an hour from the temple. For all the viewers that are watching me for the very first time, if you didn't catch me last night, this is where we're going. Thank you, Hussein and David Wu. We're going to the very famous Red Doors. Now see that? This is the very, very famous Red Doors of the shrine. It's one of the most iconic places. It's, what time is it? It's 10:46 p.m. out here. Thank you, Matthew. This is where we're going to right now. And it's going to be a totally different vibe when we're there at night. Let's go. Man, this shit is a lot quieter than I thought, man. This is a very quiet walk, team. I didn't think it was gonna be this quiet. Judging by the fact that I live in a pretty central part of the city, there's at least neighborhoods. Here, it just feels like I'm walking through an industrial outskirts of Kyoto. Very, very quiet. It's all good. We're gonna keep it moving. Real quiet. Thank you, David Wu, for the donuts. Everybody, David, donuts is the go this morning. Get your donuts in. Man, I could really use one of these bikes right now. Oh, it's not my train, because I don't live in Japan. I live in China. I'm heading all the way back to, thank you, Toy Man. I'm heading back to China from here. Look at that. Some nice, I mean, this is a very nice house, man. It lives right next to the train, unfortunately, so it's a little bit loud. Look at that. Thank you, Rita. Look at their subways. Thank you, Shayna and Rita. Let's keep walking. Let's go. You know, I'm someone, thank you, Chef and Rita. I'm someone who likes to have quiet and peace. Okay, thank you, Rita and Mary. I like peace and quiet in my life. Okay, and this is why I like life in North Carolina. I call North Carolina the land of the milk and honey because A, is beautiful. B, there's not too many people running around where I live. It's just a beautiful place. But thank you, Rita, for the donuts. But the thing I love the most about living in the United States is that a lot of times you have a very quiet, it's like you know, you go to a small town in North Carolina, let's say Hillsborough, and you go down the main street of Hillsborough at 9 p.m. at night, and this is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's very quiet, okay? But what I love about Japan is that you could be out here in the streets of Japan late at night all by yourself. Thank you, Hussein. And you ain't got to worry about anybody robbing your ass. You ain't got to worry about getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about getting jacked. You ain't got to worry about anybody sticking you up. You know, so you still have that peace and quiet while being safe. You know what I'm saying? Because believe me, man, thank you, son. Because believe me, there's peace and quiet out there in Detroit at 11 o'clock at night. Now, your ass going home with no money, you gonna get jacked. But it's gonna be peace and quiet. Okay, thank you, OMG and Randy. But look at how quiet it is out here. We had a few kids, a few young people just bike. But look how quiet everything is out here in Japan. It's not, look at the time right now. It's not even that late. It's 10:49 p.m. Thank you, David Wu. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. It's not even that late. And get your donuts in. Good morning, everybody back home in the United States. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's not even that late. And look at how quiet everything is out here. I love it. I love it. That's Japan for you in a nutshell. Thank you, Kay and Hussein. I'm telling you guys, we could hit our donut goal tonight. We could do this. We could hit our donut goal this morning. Thank you, Migo. Okay, and yes, thanks to Warren, my moderator. Thank you, David Wu. You do have my Venmo and my Cash App. We gonna keep it moving. Thank you, Jojo. It's 10:50 p.m. out here in Japan. I'm going to be in Fukuoka tomorrow night, aka Wednesday morning. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm streaming every morning and night. Nighttime, I'm in the freaking room. Morning time, I'm in the streets. Thank you, Josh. All right, this is a little temple that they have out here. Okay, again, very Japanese style temple. Okay, this one, because it's not a tourist location, so it's not lit up. Okay, y'all see that? You see how this one is, let me take my face out so maybe you can see it a little bit better. Y'all see this little temple right here? Thank you, Hussein. And you can see all those lanterns inside that are not lit up. Thank you, David Wu. Get that daily heart me in. And share this live stream, everybody. Hit that share button, team. Hit that share button. Share this with your friends. We'll keep walking through the quiet streets of Japan. We're in Kyoto. And that's gonna be a pretty easy walk, man. We just keep walking straight. Look at that. Look at that. Again, if you're new here, they just leave their bikes out here in the middle of the street. Thank you, AB. And they ain't gotta worry about getting the jacked. Okay, look at all this. They just leave all their bikes out here. Most of them aren't even chained. A lot of them aren't even chained to any posts. You know what I'm saying? They're not even chained to any light poles. They just leave it out here. And they ain't got to worry about nobody stealing it. You do that shit in Chicago, you go to the restroom to take a piss, you come back, your bike is going to be gone, man. They're going to leave you one wheel. The rest of your bike is going to be gone. They're going to leave you one particular wheel. Look at that. They just leave all their bikes out here in Kyoto. Thank you, Debbie. That's a good question, man. I'm not seeing as many cameras, if at all, here in Japan. You know, thank you, Debbie. I'm not really seeing a lot of cameras in the streets, man. See, in China, you would have cameras. Is there a camera right here in this parking lot? I'm not really seeing a lot of cameras, team. At all. Look at the corners. I mean, there's some graffiti though. See, that's something you won't find in China. Again, you do see in Japan quite a bit. There is a lot of graffiti on the walls. Thank you, Jazzy. But not in China though. We're gonna keep it moving. Thank you, Jazzy. Okay, I don't see any camera. I don't see too many cameras so far. All right, but we're gonna keep it moving. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. Yes, y'all have my Cash App and my Venmo. For those of you that want to support the channel in a different way, the Cash App and Venmo is posted right above my head. Thank you, Goody, for the donut. We're going to keep it moving. And another thing about Japan, again, you probably have noticed this. They got vending machines everywhere in the streets. Okay, everywhere they have vending machines all around their different neighborhoods. Thank you, good energy. There go a older gentleman right behind me, man. He taking a little stroll. Even though I am by myself out, even though it is a very safe country, I am by myself out here. I do have to exercise common sense. Don't forget, I did grow up in Chicago on the south side, so I do have a radar. You know what I'm saying? I do have a radar. I'm not an idiot. Okay, when I'm walking around, I know I'm very aware of my surroundings. I don't just walk around like an idiot. Okay, I'm very aware of my surroundings. So please make sure you follow the channel and share this live stream. Can you just imagine living here? Look at that. Thank you, MST, for the donut. Let's go. Hell nah, Big Mo. Hell nah, no way. Hey, look at this, man. He is everywhere, man. Dude is everywhere, man. Shohei is on every poster, man. He's a freaking spokesperson for every company. Okay, this dude Shohei is the spokesperson for every single freaking company in this country, y'all. He is everywhere, team. This dude is everywhere. Look at that. This is their little subway station over here. Again, very quiet at night. I'm not gonna go in though. I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like. Look how quiet everything is in this country. Again, for those of you guys that are watching this, if you're from New York City, if you're from Chi-Town, like I am, everything here is based on an honor system. You don't technically have to swipe when you walk through. Thank you, Hussein. Nothing is stopping you from jumping the fare. You see how you could just walk right through this? At the train station, you could just walk right through. It's an honor system here in this country. I've seen it in Tokyo. I'm seeing it here in Kyoto as well. It's a total honor system. Anybody could just walk right in and get on the train. Okay, it's 10:56 p.m., almost 11 p.m. Okay, thank you, David Wu. He just walked right through. It's amazing. And if you're coming over as an American, very simple. You just tap your iPhone or your Android on this thing right here, and you'll get in right away. You have a Suica card. This is where we're going, by the way. We going here, baby. Fushimi Inari. That's where we're going. We're gonna be there in about half an hour, 20 minutes actually. Thank you for the donuts, everybody. Fushimi Inari Shrine. This is where we're going, team. We're about to be there in 20 minutes. We're gonna go see it late at night. This is a very, very famous Fushimi Inari Shrine. A lot of people coming off the train, man. What the hell? What the hell? There's a lot of people coming. There's actually a lot of people. What the hell? Thank you, Ruth. Get that daily heart me in, everybody. Get that daily heart me in. Damn, where do all these people come from? What the hell? Very quiet, man. I'm not gonna take the train there, bro. I'm gonna walk there. The whole point of doing a live stream is walking. We're gonna do some walking around here. Tap, 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 everybody. There's a lot of people, y'all. Look at all these people. Thank you, David Wu. Get your daily heart me in. Let's go. All right, let's keep it moving. Follow the channel. I feel a lot better now. There's a lot more people in the streets, man. That ain't just me. Hey, you guys want to see what a Japanese dive bar looks like? This is what a Japanese dive bar looks like. Thank you, David Wu. A Japanese dive bar on a Tuesday night. Let's go, team. Follow the channel and share this live stream. There must be like a little hotel or something around here, because these people cannot be walking to the same place as me. See, they all making a right turn over here. There must be like a little Airbnb, a little hostel, or a little hotel around here. Again, remember, man, Japan gets a lot of backpackers, man. People out here just traveling on a budget, you know, sleeping in like a capsule hotel, being at a hostel. You know, they get a lot of budget-oriented travelers. Let's go. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream, everyone. Share this live stream, team. Hit that share button. Keep the comments flowing. We're gonna keep walking. The streets of Kyoto. Let's go. Thank you, Charlene. Everybody, follow the channel and get that daily heart me in. What do you got? What are you guys' impression of Kyoto as we're walking down the streets? What do you guys think? Thank you, Maria. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna be streaming for a minute this morning. We could hit our donut go team. It's possible. We could hit our donut go team. It is very possible. Thank you, Jacqueline and Hussein. It's clean, right? You see, the thing about Japan, everybody back home in the United States, is there are a lot of similarities as America. Meaning, Japan became a very wealthy country after the 60s and 70s. All right, thank you, Maggie and Hussein. Meaning a lot of these buildings that you see here, man, they got some age to it. Okay, thank you, Charlene and Anna, and everybody with the donuts. These buildings have some age to it. This is not like China where a lot of the buildings were built in the last 20, 15, 10 years as this economy took off. This has been a very rich country since the 1970s, 80s. So when you think about a lot of American small towns, use any American state as an example. When you drive through Michigan, when you drive through Ohio, right? You have these small towns in Michigan, you have these small towns in Ohio where, you drive through it and you can see the glory of what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? When you drive through some small towns in Ohio, when you drive through some small textile towns in North Carolina, where there used to be a thriving textile industry, and you say to yourself, man, this place now looks very, very deserted. It looks like a shell of itself, right? Japan has a lot of the same things. I mean, Japan has had, 40, 50, 60 years of economic growth. So a lot of their buildings are pretty old as well. So it has a lot of the same advanced economy issues that, we have back home in America, but they somehow manage a way to still keep everything very clean. Okay, and another thing I noticed about their houses are a little bit narrower than what we have in America. Okay, look at these individuals. You could probably buy this house right here. This is a 3-story house. Okay, absolutely, you're absolutely right. Not me, okay, but Japan is struggling with population. These houses are a lot narrower. This is probably a $400,000 house right here. $400,000 to maybe $500,000, maybe even less. Maybe you can buy this house for $300,000 because Kyoto is a lot less expensive compared to Tokyo, the capital, because this is a smaller city. Thank you, David. Thank you, Broly. Man, do I prefer living in China or the United States? I put it this way, man. If I'm coming back home to America to live, it's going to be one of two options. Number one, I have a family and I just want to disappear off the grid. I'm going to get a nice little crib in North Carolina somewhere, in Chapel Hill somewhere, get some land, and your ass ain't never going to find me again. I'm going to disappear off the grid, man. I'm just going to live a comfortable, chill life in the suburbs of America. But if you want young action, what's up, Mama? Good morning, Mama. If you want some action, you want some excitement to your life, you know what I'm saying? China might be a better choice because you could choose to live in New York or Miami, but it would be very expensive. Whereas you could live the same exciting lifestyle. What's up, BK? Get that daily heart me in like BK just did, please. You could live that same exciting city lifestyle in Asia for a lot cheaper. You can get the same experience in New York versus Hong Kong, but it's just going to be cheaper. A little bit cheaper in the Far East. Thank you, Hussein and Big B. Get that daily heart me in, everybody. I'm going to pin that. Mama with the daily heart. Good morning. Everybody, we are walking to the temple as promised. Okay, thank you, BK and Stacy. We should be only 15 minutes away. Okay, we're just cutting through some Japanese neighborhoods. This is a little inn right here. Look at this little hotel right here. It's called Sakura and Suki. This is a little bed and breakfast. Thank you, Maria. Everybody get your donuts in. Okay, we're not going to run too many battles tonight, aka this morning. So make sure you get your donuts in, everybody. Oh, man, I never traveled at all when I was a kid, man. I'm an immigrant, man. We immigrated to America, man. We didn't have any money to travel when I was a kid. I didn't really do any serious traveling until maybe when I was 25, 26 was when I really started to travel. I really started to travel when I moved over to the East, when I moved over to Asia. That's when I started to travel because there's a lot of countries that are very fascinating within a very small radius. Like a 3-hour flight can get you to a lot of interesting places, in Asia. But we're almost there, team. Good evening. You mean good morning from Washington, D.C. It is 11:04 p.m. out here in Japan. Look, that they even... See, you gotta tell you guys this, man. Look at this. They do have some boarded up, closed businesses out here in Japan as well. You see this house right here? Pretty sure this is a boarded up house, man. I don't think this house is open, man. This looks like some shit from the movie The Grudge with Sarah Mitchell Gellar. You remember that movie from like 20 years ago, The Grudge? You got that creepy looking little boy with the big ass eyes and the bleached pale skin. This looked like some shit from that movie The Grudge. Look at this. Tap, 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 everybody. I swear to God, if I see a little boy pop out of nowhere, I'm slapping somebody, team. I'm telling you guys, look, listen, you remember the movie? Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, Intricate. Look, for everybody that's watching right now, if you want a really good horror movie recommendation, there's obviously The Grudge, okay? There's also the Japanese movie called The Ring. If you want to watch a really scary Japanese movie, watch the original make of The Grudge. The original make of The Grudge is called Ju-on. J-U-O-N. Ju-on. Okay, that's the original. Hold on, let me pin The Daily Heart by DJ Bradley. That's the original Grudge. That one is far scarier than The Grudge. Okay, tap on my face, everybody. Share this live stream. Where the hell are all the people? Why is there no light on? It's 11 p.m. These people don't stay awake at night? They don't watch TV? It's not a single house that got a light on. Although that house got a light on. Everybody asleep. Look, everybody's asleep. What the hell? It's gonna be kind of demonic, man, to go into the shrine at midnight. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Mama, for the donuts. Let's go. Let's go, team. I'm telling you guys, we could hit the goal today. Let's go, team. I'm telling you guys, we could hit the goal today. How many of you guys missed this type of walk we used to do late at night through the streets of Chinese hoods? Thank you, David Wu. Thank you, Intricate. How many of you guys remember? How many of you guys missed this when we used to do this in China, where we walk? See, this is a totally different vibe, bro. We used to walk to a residential neighborhood in China at night. There'd be a lot of people. But here in Japan, I don't even see a dog. Thank you, Mama, with the donuts. We're almost there, team. 15 minutes away. Very easy, man. Very easy. We just keep walking straight. It's 11:07 p.m. out here. We're walking to Fushimi Inari Shrine. Okay, let's keep moving. That's right, a rich person lives in this building over here. 3 floors. Let's go. You know, I've been here for 10, this is my 10th night out here in Japan, 10th night. I have yet to see a single American car. I kid you not. I have not seen a single American vehicle. Not a single one out here in Japan. Tap, tap. Look at that. Don't you just wonder what people do? Look how quiet this place is. People started screaming in the middle of the hood, like the movie Rush Hour 2, where Chris Tucker goes, Gayaka, Gayaka, Gayaka. You know, what if I just started screaming out here in the middle of this neighborhood? I just started going, Gayaka, Gayaka, Gayaka. Let's go, team. Let's go. Thank you, Hussein, Thank you, Hussein. Somebody get a screenshot of this, man. Look how quiet this is. Thank you, Tiny. Get the Daily Heart. Look at that. Thank you, succubus. Let's keep it moving. Share this live stream. That's right. That's my Venmo and my Cash App is all the same username at the Monkey Kong, $ the Monkey Kong. We gonna keep it moving. Get your daily heart in. Share this live stream, everybody. See, a lot of people like to drive this car right here. See, this is a very popular vehicle out here in Japan, man. A lot of people like to drive this vehicle. It's very interesting. We're gonna keep it moving. While we still have 15 minutes before the shrine, hit me up with some questions, everybody, about living here in Japan. Let me know if you got any questions about living here and traveling here. I'm gonna do my best to answer it. Okay, I've done a little bit of research about living in Japan because at one point I actually considered maybe spending like a year of my life here after I left corporate America. I was thinking, maybe I'll spend some time in Japan and try to see what it's like to live in this society. Now that I've, been here for 10 nights and I'm going to be here for 8 more nights in Okinawa and Fukuoka, I think I'm going to pass on that idea, but I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have about, I don't see any gas stations either. There's a lot of convenience stores in Japan, but you have to remember we're kind of in the boonies, man. This is, this is in the middle of, really, this is a very quiet place, man. I do not see a single Tesla in the streets. There's not a lot of electric vehicles in this country, period. Okay, look at that. So you actually have a decent amount of people that live in these types of apartment complexes. You'll see that? Quiet. So this one does have a camera at the entrance. Okay, let's keep it moving. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. If it's frozen, if it's lagging for you, just tap. Just go to the next live stream and come right back. I think if you're in Japan, I would buy a house. So I think relatively speaking, Japan's real estate is still a lot cheaper than the United States and China. So if I was living here, I would put a couple $100,000 towards a house. Get a little down payment going and rent a house out here. That's what I would do. Okay, are we still lagging or is it better? Are we still lagging? Is it still lagging or is the signal better, team? Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. Are we still lagging? Do that again, man. Like, even though it's like everything in this freaking country is just impeccable. Look at that. Thank you, Jacqueline, the mountain mama. We good? Just look at this, man. We're in the middle of nowhere. Look at how clean the entrance to this apartment complex is. You see that? And look at how clean everything is. The mailbox, everything is freaking shiny and impeccable. Thank you, Pat Zurich. Look at that. Even their bikes are shiny. Let's go, team. Nothing is lagging. I'm showing green throughout my walk. Thank you, St. Lee. Good morning, everybody. That's a good point, man. I haven't seen any gas stations out here. I know, good deed. It's just very clean, man. It's a lot that the rest of the world could learn from this country, man, about keeping things clean and keeping things orderly. Look at that. That's a vibe right here, man. I did, Greg. They mailed it to my new hotel. They mailed it to my hotel here in Kyoto. And it was cheap too, man, for a 300-mile journey, 350-mile journey to get my chain from Tokyo. It only took 1 day, and it cost only $7 to get my package. Here we go. Let's keep moving. This is where we're going, by the way. Okay, look at that. This is a miniature version of what we're about to see. Boom. Yes, this is still in the same city. It's in Kyoto. We're probably about 2 or 3 miles from where we were a couple of nights ago. But we're almost at our destination. We do have 24-hour 7-Elevens out here. See this? Ain't nobody here though. But this is destination. We do have 24-hour 7-Elevens out here. See this? Ain't nobody here though. But this is 24 hours. This is a 7-Eleven right here. You're welcome. Let's keep going. You're very welcome. Now, what I'm curious about is how the hell am I gonna get home after this? Okay, I'm gonna have to see if an Uber's gonna come and pick me up, man. Tap, 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 everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Yeah, man, I don't really want to live here, man. After visiting Japan, I wouldn't want to live here because unless you're very fluent in Japanese, we're 12 minutes away. If you don't speak Japanese, man, there's always going to be a barrier between you and the locals. I feel like because Japan is a wealthy country, it is a very wealthy country. I wouldn't call it a very wealthy country, but it's a pretty wealthy country. I feel like the people here kind of like have an attitude, man. If you go into their store, you don't buy anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they don't really got the time of day for you. You know, maybe it's just because they get a lot of tourists. But, you know, it gives me a feeling of, I just feel like, man, maybe it's because I'm Chinese American and I was born in China. I just have, you know, obviously I love America. That's my citizenship. But I just have more affinity towards living in China. I feel like the people are more down to earth, man. Even, I feel like I just get treated a little bit better, a lot better when I'm back in China. Maybe it's because I speak the language. But I've had some instances where, you know, I walked into a store, I was just browsing, and, you know, they don't really give a damn about you. Look at how tight these parking spaces are. Look at that. Thank you, Hussein. Look at how tight it is. Okay. Is it lagging for people? What is going on over here? Are we lagging? I don't know. Maybe dude jumps through the moon roof or some shit. Are we lagging? We almost there, team. 10 minutes away. To answer your question, someone asked earlier, am I seeing cameras? Am I seeing cameras? I don't. Security cameras, man. Here, I don't see any. There's no security cameras whatsoever. I don't understand why people say they can't open this live stream. I got perfect green. I don't understand why people saying it's frozen, man. I have perfect green signal. Maybe that's why it's affecting our views. Lagging? Maimo, are we lagging? Thank you, Al. Are we lagging, Maimo? What the fuck? Thank you, Jenny. We are? What the hell? Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al. It's been very, very spotty. Been a very spotty signal in this country. Taiwan had a much better signal. Thailand had a great signal. Basic infrastructure in this country isn't as good as I thought. Okay, I'm not lagging. I'm showing perfectly green, but it's fine. I'm gonna use this time to just keep making progress towards the temple. Tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. Thank you, Hussein. We still lagging? We're good? Probably explains why our views are low. Yo! There we go. We finally see a very decent non-Japanese car out here in Japan. We got a nice little Rolls Royce. Now we got a Rolls Royce out here. And a Mercedes. In the middle of a very inconspicuous looking neighborhood. Look at that. Look at that Rolls Royce. See that? Everybody share this live stream, y'all. Share this live stream. Look at this Rolls Royce Ghost. Boom. I know. We're like in a motel looking place, and there's a Rolls Royce parked in the parking lot. Let's go. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, Carol. Get that daily heart me in and get your donuts in. We're going to keep it moving. And there's no homeless people out here in Kyoto. I've yet to see any homeless people in the city called Kyoto. All right, that we had maybe 5 or 6 that I ran into in Tokyo, but not in Kyoto. Kyoto has been homeless free out here. Man, if we keep on lagging, man, I'm just gonna restart this live stream. I'm gonna hit 720p. Yo, everybody, is it still lagging? I'm gonna restart this live stream, team, and I'm gonna do 720p if we're still lagging. We still lagging? Thank you, Joni. We good? Joni, all right, cool. I'm about to hit up the shrine in about 5 minutes. Let's go, keep it moving. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you very much, Tiff. A few minutes away. Hello, Kay from Charlotte, North Carolina. Top. Jeff for the daily heart. Lagging? Good morning, Jeff. Thank you, Tiff. Should I restart this live stream? This is really annoying, man. Good? No, we're good? All right, let's just keep walking. We're only 5 minutes away. I'll tell you what. Let me try this. Maybe it's a little bit better this way. Maybe it's a little bit better if we use single cam until we get there. Use a little bit less bandwidth. Yeah, everybody, update your TikTok. There's a new TikTok update. Update your TikTok app. Okay, I need to update it as well. Probably get a new algorithm. Okay, let's keep moving. Tap. All right, a couple minutes away. Thank you, truly. Get the Daddy Harmian, everybody. Thank you, Hussein. People keep saying it's lagging. What the fuck?
I've had a lot of crazy food in my life. This is probably at the top of that list. Sparrow in Japan. You know those little birds that fly away as soon as you get close to it? Well, two of them